Nvidia have just launched a whole collection of new tech that is really game-changing. These new advancements are going to give Nvidia a record-breaking 2021. But as you know, I'm more concerned about 2025. And these new announcements have given me some real great ideas on where I think Nvidia could be at that point. Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome. I'm Wayne from WES Investments, bringing you stock market news, portfolio updates, and training on how to make money in the markets, all on this channel. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of my new videos. If you're not already a member of eToro, please use the referral link in the description below to help support the channel. Now the boring bits first. I'm not a financial professional. This is not financial advice. You should not be taking financial advice from somebody on YouTube, so do your own research. So Nvidia, where to start? With their main business of GPUs, they have released some new models along with a whole collection of extra products and services that go along with it. Now, I'm not a tech person and there are plenty of tech reviews out there that will give you all those details. I am only interested in what this will do for this business for the short-term profitability and what direction this looks like the company is moving in for the long term. Now, what I am seeing from these new developments is firstly a market-leading, knock it out of the park piece of hardware that has gamers going nuts. And this was kind of a given and it was what we were expecting. Now, you may remember in my last video about Nvidia, I was talking about remote working. Well, it seems like Nvidia is also working really hard in moving in this direction as well. Because not only are they making huge leaps forward in AI that is making it much easier and far less labor intensive to create computer graphics, but they are also bringing it up to a whole new level. I think in the near future we are going to see some computer games that are so realistic that we feel like we are watching a film. We are already at the stage where people are able to create effects that are impossible to tell that they are not real when we're watching a film. So imagine how easy it could be for people to start creating films from their home computers. Linking back to another of my top 3 companies, which is Fiverr, video there for you, I think this movement by Nvidia will make it much easier for freelancers to be able to create content at home. I think this is going to create a big shift with digital creation moving into a freelancing world because I can see it being far more cost effective for both the companies and the individuals to be working remotely and managing their own workload. I don't know about you, but I know plenty of workplaces where the design team would have times where they have to work really, really hard and other times when they don't have that same work level. So imagine if the company only paid them when they had work to do and paid them a little bit more for that flexibility. The designers could then work other jobs as well and could end up earning much more for the same amount of hours while also being able to pick the work that they want to do. And on the business side of it, obviously you've got the potential cost savings that you would with any business that goes remote. However, you would then also only have to pay for your workers when you need them, and you'd also be able to quickly upscale or downscale any projects that you have. I think that in the world that Nvidia will help to create, its hardware and software is going to be a really big part of that. And with Nvidia's different cloud services, designers could be doing all of this on a really basic laptop or even a tablet without the need for some high-spec desktop. This could be a very plausible option. So I'm just starting to play you a clip of a Porsche now. And it looks real, doesn't it? But it's not. It is completely computer generated. That is the level that they're coming through with now. How unbelievable is this? We also have the fact that the 2 biggest games at the moment, Minecraft and Fortnite, are both being hosted on Nvidia's GPUs. While I don't know if this alone will necessarily be a massive income stream for Nvidia, for me what I do see this as is experience for the company with this hosting process. The way this company has been growing and developing, I think they will provide Nvidia with a huge amount of information for future learning and growth. it will give them the foot in that door that they need for other things as well. And I think they'll see a lot of growth in this area as a whole. It will probably become the norm, and most other big games will probably end up signing up as well. And it will make plenty of money short term, but for me, the main benefit is over the long term, and that is what really excites me. On top of that, I think Nvidia is also taking aim at games consoles. I think they are looking to really drive more people over to the mobile and laptop gaming by making it much bigger and easier. They are working hard and taking away all the advantages of a games console over a PC and other devices. It would not surprise me if we start to see a very different direction for gaming consoles with their next versions over these ones. I think market share is going to be much lower for games consoles than it has in previous years, and I think it's going to continue to drop, which will put even more strain on companies like GameStop, for example. The other really exciting announcement was involving Mercedes and their new smart car. This car's internal systems is on par with that of Tesla, and in many ways is better. It has a lot of features that Tesla doesn't, and it is clear that Nvidia has been working very hard with Mercedes to make sure this car is the best that it can be. Now, this is all well and good, but a few chips in some cars is hardly going to propel Nvidia to become a $1 trillion company. However, what I believe we could see in the future is something similar to what we have in the mobile phone world. On one hand, you have Apple. They make their own devices and they make their own software. Then you have Google, and they do make some phones, but they also license out their operating system to all the other phone makers. And I think Tesla is going to be a bit more like Apple, where you either buy a Tesla car or you will buy one of the Nvidia cars. And the Nvidia cars are going to be manufactured by all of the different manufacturers out there. So you'd be buying like a VW or a Ford or whatever, but they would be hosting Nvidia software and technology. And the reason I say this is because I think that what Nvidia is doing is not only are they building out that infrastructure, but they're also showing these car companies that the car companies are better off just letting the experts deal with the tech side, rather than try to manage this themselves. This will then allow Nvidia to build up on its dominance in this sector, continue its tradition of innovating, and it will be able to build into future tech into these cars. As you can tell, I've got a lot of passion for this brand and a lot of ideas for where I think I could see them going in the future, and why I think that they are a great investment. But now I've told you, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.